Hello and welcome to my unboxing and review of the next two issues of the Warhammer 40,000 Legends collection. This is a different subscription from Hatchett Partworks that do the 40k Conquest, which I'm also covering. This is the one where for £20 a month you get two novels based in the 41st millennium or in the Horus Heresy timeline. So these are the next two issues. I think it's 54 and 55, don't quote me on that, but we're gonna unbox this and have a look at these two issues. You can go on the 40k Legends website and look at the next two issues and so on, but here they are. You've got Prospero Burns. Oh look, no, I was completely wrong. It's issue 55 and issue 56. So Prospero Burns, excellent book by Dan Abnett. You've got 1,000 Suns, which follows the events of the 1,000 Suns on Prospero, and then you've got Prospero Burns, which is a couple of novels afterwards, but it covers the same time pretty much, but from the Space Force perspective. Both incredible books, two of my favourites. And Hammer and Anvil, never heard of it, but I have heard of James Swallow. So issue 55 and 56, let's open them. So 55, otherwise known as number 19 in your collection. It does have a Space Wolf on the spine. I will read you the preface in a moment. The Emperor is enraged. Primarch Magnus the Red of the 1,000 Suns Legion has made a catastrophic mistake and endangered the safety of Terra. With no other choice, the Emperor charges Leman Russ, Primarch of the Space Wolves, with the apprehension of his brother from the 1,000 Suns homeworld of Prospero. This planet of sorcerers will not be easy to overcome, but Russ and his Space Wolves are not easily deterred. With wrath in his heart, Russ is determined to bring Magnus to justice, and the events that decide the fate of Prospero are set in motion. So there you go. It's quite a thick one, guys. It will set you back 355 pages, and it was first published in 2011. Wow, so a whopping 7 years ago now. The artwork in the middle, as always, that's the front cover artwork. So if you're looking at it for paperback, if you can find it cheap, obviously it's going to be cheaper than, you know, your £10. That's the kind of artwork to look for, with all the drop pods showering down, as well as there were a lot more things flying about, such as the Stormbirds and new Thunderhawks and stuff. That's where it's set in the Horus Heresy, just there, Millennium 31. The Space Wolves Legion revealed, Illuminations, excellent artwork by John Blanche of Leman Russ. Then you've got Wayne England, Space Wolf by Karl Kopinski, Space Wolves Recon Squad by Eric Polak. Hopefully you can see this with the lighting fading. It is autumn now. 13th Company by Adrian Smith, Long Fangs by Adrian Smith, 1,000 Suns by Torstein Nordstrand, 1,000 Suns by Michael Philippi, and 13th Company by Adrian Smith again. Very feral looking Space Wolves. And then a little bit about advert for Black Library. So there you go, that's Prospero Burns by Dan Abnett. If you haven't got it in this collection, I'd strongly recommend you go out and just get the novel separate, if you can, because it's a great Horus Heresy novel. Next issue, issue 56, Hammer and Anvil by James Swallow. We'll just tear into this one, and I'll read you the preface. The Sisters of Battle are the Emperor's most devout worshippers, fierce warriors preaching the purity of the Imperium and scourging their enemies with bolter and flamer. On a distant world, the Ecclesiarchy outpost of Sanctuary 101 was wiped out by an implacable foe, the fearless, soulless Necrons. Now, a mission of the Sisterhood has returned to reconsecrate the site, but the metallic nightmares still lurk in the darkness, guarding a secret that has lain dormant for millennia. A vicious battle will be fought, one that can only end in the total destruction of the unrelenting Xenos, or the annihilation of the proud Adepta Sororitas. So there you go. It is spine-wise 77, and it does have some kind of, might be a Sisters of Battle there, with a purity seal on a parchment note. This book is slightly smaller, I think, and yeah, it's set you back 315 pages, and it was first published in 2006, so 12 years ago for this one, but I've never heard of this one. So there you go, there's the artwork for the front cover, Hammer and Anvil by Hardy Fowler. Excellent looking chainsword there, strange looking pistol, probably a bolt pistol, but it's quite streamlined, and it's set in the 41st millennium this time, not in the Horus Heresy. The Adepta Sororitas revealed. So obviously this is the section of every book that talks about the main faction in the novel, and of course it says revealed, so it gives you a bit of a background about them. Sister Sororitas by Wayne England, Sister of Battle Slauamir Maniac, Sisters of Battle Anna Steinbauer. I'm pretty sure that that'll be the front cover of the Codex, new Codex. That'd be great if it was, if it will be next year. Necron Army by Karl Kopinski. Seraphim by Paul Smith. Necron Attack by Paul Dainton. Necron Warrior by Chielju Lee. Special Weapon and Heavy Weapon, both by John Wigley. And then that is quite an iconic Necron piece of artwork by Raymond Swanland. And there you go. So there are all the illuminations and things in Hammer and Anvil. Haven't heard of this one, but it's nice to get a Sisters of Battle novel. Especially good to read this when they're released next year. So they're the two issues this month, issue 55 and 56. We're getting there. We've got 24 more to go. I think I will do a whole collection update. I want to do one December, so stick around to the channel for that and you'll eventually see that. What do you guys think of these novels? Obviously please keep it spoiler free, but put your comments below as always. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor protects.